Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another Transformers review. This figure is Studio Series Dark of the Moon Soundwave. So we're going to start off with the box for this review. Alright, so this is one of the older style Studio Series boxes, as you might be able to tell. They recently reissued this figure back in, I believe, December. So yeah, this is what the box looks like. You got the image, image of him, and you got another image of more close-up image of him. He is number 51, by the way, if you're counting, and he is a deluxe class figure going around back. This is what the box looks like here. This says right here, this is, if I can actually read it, it is Sarah. I can't say African hideout. I can't say the specific area, but yeah. Pretty nice figure. This is a Mercedes-Benz right here. If you didn't know that, that's why there's that text down there. And you also have Soundwave and Laserbeak awaits orders for Megatron. So yeah, pretty nice box. And then this is the other side. We're going to take out the backdrop so I can show that off. And then I'll go into the actual figure. Lovely. So, this is the backdrop. Pretty nice backdrop. It's depicting that hideout. And my Soundwave, or my Laserbeak doesn't fly off my Soundwave. That'd be nice. Anyway, this is what it looks like within the box, or not the box, but the backdrop here. They're actually getting rid of these with the newest wave of Studio Series, so if you for some reason like these, that is it. They are gone now, so I never really liked these things. Half the time, it was actually originally the only reason I even kept the boxes. I'm keeping the boxes now to keep track of the figures, but yeah, either way. Alright, so now we're going to get to the actual figure. So, let's get Laserbeak out of there. Nice figure. He is a nice figure, although I do have some problems with him. First of all, these things are just stupid looking. Because if you didn't notice, let's look at these two side-by-side comparison here. You could tell that this is more like compressed, whereas this is like, oof, it's just not my favorite figure when it comes to design, or in terms of accuracy, really. I mean, he's a fine design, but accuracy isn't on point for sure. So yeah, got some speakers on the arms, which I think is pretty cool. Got that chest detailing with the Mercedes-Benz logo, or just Mercedes logo. I'm not a big fan of cars, so I'm sorry if I don't really get much of the stuff. We also got a little backpack. Luckily on the figure, it's not as bad as it could be. The legs are kind of bulky, but it's whatever in terms of the design. It helps stabilize him a pretty good amount. Like, you could do this if you want, and he's completely fine. He's not even, like if I shake the table, he's not falling over, that's for sure. So yeah, pretty nice stability-wise. And you also got the wheels on the top here. Pretty nice look. And then you got the little face, if I can get the good frame. Pretty nice molding. It's I think it's rubberish. It's kind of rubbery. It's like, and then these ears are a little bit rubber. They're not like, they're kind of like a midpoint between like full-on rubber and actual plastic, or at least I think so. But yeah, pretty nice figure. We also got some arms. Unfortunately, these things don't go, the wrist doesn't really have articulation, but I'll go into that when I go into the articulation of the figure. So we're going to bring out Laserbeak now. Pretty nice. The eyes are colored, but that's pretty much it. Legs can move if you want. So that's pretty cool. You also got the little fans on the bottom here, and then you got them over the top as well. You got that like exoskeleton sort of design. So yeah, pretty nice figure overall. Now we're going to go over his articulation. So at the head, you can rotate it about this far, give or take, and you can also go pretty far up and then kind of down, not really far. You can also move the head forward like that if you want it that way, but I usually keep it back. And as for the shoulders, you can go like this, kind of. It's tight for some reason on mine. Oh, I guess it's because of that block in there. So, and then you could also go up like that. The actual, like, this part doesn't actually move, but this part does, so yeah. And then you got a wrist bend as well as a bicep swivel. And unfortunately, no wrist rotation. It just goes slightly in and slightly out, which does untab the door, which is annoying. But yeah, unfortunately, no crud, I can't say the word, waist rotation, but you do got legs here. You go pretty far back and pretty far forward and pretty far back. Unfortunately, not as far as you could normally, but yeah. Anyway, we also could go pretty far. Actually, never mind. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can't really go that far out. But yeah, I mean, you could probably, yeah, you could do it. You could go far out if you angle it in a way, but you can't really do it normally. So yeah, it's unfortunate. And then you also do have a knee bend. I think it's around 90 degrees. And then you don't really have anything for the feet, but he stands perfectly fine without any like ankle tilt. You can make him do the splits, and he's, well, actually that was a bad pose. I kind of did that in a weird way, but let's try to get him. Stop contorting your body like that. Yeah, you can do that, and he's like standing perfectly fine. So yeah. Alright, so now we're going to actually get into the transformation. So, starting off, we're going to want to bring the arms up like this to where they're kind of aligned, where the shoulder things are aligned with the actual wheels of the car. So then you bring the door up, and then you tab it in like that, and then you flip the hand into the little compartment. You do the same thing on the other side. So that's good. And then you do the legs, so you untab this and then bring that up, and then bring this up, and then you'll hear that clicking sound when it's in, and then you do the same thing on the other side, and then you tab in the feet. Here you can see there's a hole and then there's a pin, and you just bring it in like that. So then and then bring the door up and then fold it out, and then untab the torso, if it let me. There we go. Alright, and then what we're going to want to do next, because I almost forgot this, we're going to want to bring these back to their position. They are in the box, like that. So do the same on the other side. Okay, like that. Boom, we got them done. And then you bring this in. You got a jimmy, kind of keep going, bring it up fully to where it's connected like that. And then you got to make sure that these are all connected. And then you bring this around, you tab it. Unfortunately, mine's broken on the other side. Oh no, is it this side? No, it's the other side. So you kind of bring it in, you kind of jimmy it in like that. Make sure you're careful with this figure. I kind of broke one of the tabs on the figure because I was being a little bit rough, as you can see here. So just, like I said, just bring it in, and then, come on, there we go. All right, then our last step, you just bring that back, or forward, I meant, and then you kind of bring it with the back here, and then fold the head to where the ears are kind of going into the area right there, and then you just fold it like that. And then be careful with this part. You're just going to want to kind of bring it up. You're going to want to slightly pull it out when you're bringing it up, or else the thing kind of acts a little bit weird. So just kind of make sure it's all even like that, and then boom, you have your car mode. So pretty nice one overall. Sorry, my brother's doing something. So we do have that Mercedes logo still. Pretty nice car. It's a little bit large, though, I will say that. It's on the larger side for a deluxe class figure, and he is small in his normal form. But yeah, you can see a little tab here. That's where Laserbeak goes. So you just gotta fold him like that, and then you bring him into there. You tab him in, and boom, like that. Pretty nice. You do also got some painted lights on the back. I forgot backlights. I don't know. Tired. And then you also got the fuel thing. I forgot. Man, I need to figure out car terms. And you also do have clear plastic windows. Sorry, my brother was interrupting. But yeah, and then you also got your stuff. You know, I'm not gonna try to make up terms just because. And nice rolling feature. Pretty loud though, so yeah. This is what the underside looks like. A lot of kibble, but you won't see that on the bottom, which is, when you're like looking at it like this, you won't really see much besides the speakers kind of poking out. But yeah, pretty nice car mode. I definitely think the car mode looks good. Robot mode is a bit iffy, but yeah, that is it for my review. I will see you guys later. Bye. As you might be able to tell, there's more runtime in this video. So, I forgot to do the size comparisons in my original video, so I'm adding an extra little bit on here to do size comparisons. You don't have to necessarily watch this, but if you want the size comparisons, you can watch this. So now, well, here's Soundwave, and here's him next to Optimus Prime from the Dark of the Moon movie, or not Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, or the 07 movie. This figure is basically the same as the Dark of the Moon figure, so you won't. This is basically their size comparison. So yeah, our next figure is Dark of the Moon Shockwave. So he's a little bit larger. Pretty nice. I actually just got this figure from GameStop not yesterday, but a couple days ago. Yeah, pretty nice figure. And then, oops, sorry, Soundwave. Let me just put you there. Okay. That was a surprisingly loud thing. Alright, then our last figure for this comparison is Dark of the Moon Hatchet. Little bit smaller than Soundwave, but if you look at him like this, he's a little bit larger. So, yeah. That is pretty much it for the reviews. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.